So let's start up. I just opened Revit 2024. So you go to open, new, you go to new, because it's a new project. You go to architectural metrics, you leave it at project. When you click, you can see the first thing you do is you set up your meter area and the rest. So you go to manage, you set it up there, and later you go to your levels, you set up your level. So yeah, so it is opened. Let's go to manage. We go to manage. Then we go to projects, to project unit. When you go to project unit, you see angle, you see area. This angle, you click to it. You go to meter, angle. So for length, you are going to convert this length to meters. So you go to length. You can see it is already in millimeter, but you change it to meter because I prefer using meters. Then you go to the decimal place. You choose 2 decimal places. You understand? Then you press OK. So we are done. The area too, you can change it to meters, but I think it has automatically changed to meters. As you change the length to meters, the area too will change to meters. So you press OK. The next step is your level. So to make your level, you go to any of the elevations, or you can click on this camera, but I would prefer to go to the elevations. If I click on this elevation, it will show me the 2 levels that are there, which I can also change. If I should measure it and I see it is not what I need, I can change it. I can add more, the rest. So starting with the level, you have seen the level, and I want to name this level 1 to ground level. So I'm naming it so I can be able to understand the level in future. As we move on, you will see the importance of it. I'm naming this to ground level. So I click to this. I click to this and create similar. I want to create more levels, okay? So I'm creating similar level again. So I create another level. In this case now, this level, I want to use it as my foundation level. So depending on how deep your foundation level is. Do you understand? So you have to measure this ground level and this to get the level you need. So this is how you are going to do it. So I want to get the measurement of this level to this level. I go to annotation, go to align. This is going to be what I'll be using to get the measurement. So I click here, click this level 2. You can see it. You can see it. So let's assume that I want it to be 900, 450. So it won't have too much steps. 0, 0.450. It will be about 3 steps, So we click to it. Then we exist it, Another way to do this if you don't want to get this measurement like this, another way to automatically do it is when you click on it, you say create similar. When you press create similar, you understand, then you go to pick line. When you go to pick line, to offset this line. Let's say we want to create a what do they call it? Just say you want to create the first stage, the first floor slab. So as you have picked this peak, then you go here automatically. You go here and you select. Let us just say 3.6 meter. Why we are putting 3.6 meter in this ground floor is because most of the time, so why we are doing it 3.6 is because of the ceiling. Most of the time when you put 3 meters, it is going to be difficult for you to put ceiling, POP, and the rest in your building. So most of the time when it comes to deck, we make it 3.6. So 0.6 we take that of the POP and ceiling and and it will automatically land the height of your building to 300. As the standard of building, we know it is 300. So most of the time we don't go through that 300. We make it 3.6. So as you have clicked here, you click this offset, you write 3.6. Then you go here, you see it. Okay, you go here, you offset this. If you can offset it down, you can see it is showing down. You can see the dotted line is showing down. But no, we want to take it up. We don't want to take it down. So you can see the one is also showing up, but there is another level there, but we are going to delete that level after this. So we click on it. It has come to the level we want. So let's delete the first level that was there. You exist that command. Go to the first level. The first level is level 2, I think so. Make sure you delete that level 2. Or before you click this, you can also delete the level 2. You click to that level 2 and delete it. You delete it. So after deleting it, you now go to this place. It's showing level 3 here. But let's change this name. You can change this name to ground floor. Depending on what you understand, you can name it anything you want. Ground floor. Yes, ground floor. Let's make this neat so that we will always understand ourselves. Let's make it neat. You click here to break it. The end side, you break it so that it will not cluster one place. You can drag it here down, then this, you can leave this. Then this, you want to change it to maybe ground floor level, ground, floor deck level, depending on what you know, what you want to understand. Ground floor, ground, ground floor deck level. You can see it is 3.6. 3.6. Okay, so the next thing now is to get the slab, the first floor, the first floor slab before you get another level of the first floor. So I think what we do is to click on these two. You click on this, create similar again. You right click to get this create similar. You right click and click create similar. You can pick or you can draw your line and take your measurement. But some people prefer to pick because picking will give you automatic thing you want. Then you say 0.0.15. So you can see, you click on it. You click on it. The last level, you click on it. That's giving you your slab. Then you exit from it by pressing ESC. You exit from it. So here, you click on this just to make it neat. If you want to make it neat, you click on it. I'm not seeing what I need. Okay, the N is here. You click the N. Remove it just to make it neat. Remove it here. You can also shift it. Shift it here. Shift it here. Then you go to this, you break it too. You take it up. Take it up. Then we rename this one first floor, ground floor slab. Or let's say first floor. First floor slab. So as you have gotten the slab, right now. The next thing to do is you get another level. Some people may want to get the window level, lintel level, and the rest, but no. To make it very easy, when we get to that window and others, we will use these properties to get our measurement and also go to the 3D and others to adjust wherever we want to adjust. So right now you have to you click to this. You first of all exist to this command. Remove the command, exist on it. Then you click to this. Exist. You click on it. When you get to the last floor, the last floor, if we're having another tray, if we're having another deck, it means I'm going to make it that 3.6 again. Why we are doing it is for us to be able to get that 300 height that we need. So except if you're not going to if you're not going to use ceiling or POP on your deck, you just have to paint and design the deck. But if you want to use POP or ceiling on your deck, it means you need the space to do that. So we are going to offset this to 300. We are going to offset this to 300. You click on it, create similar again, say save. Yes, save your project. We haven't saved this project, so let's save the project learning. Let me save it with learning. Let's save the project with learning. Yeah, save. We save the project. So then you have click on it and say create similar. You go to pick, you come to offset here. You go 300, 3.0. Then you click here. You have created another level. So this you exist immediately. You create another level, you exist, because if you click on this again, it will bring another level. So you first of all exist before you go to it, and change this level 6 to whatever you want, whatever you feel you can use to understand the level, to understand or to identify your level. For this, I want to say ceiling 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 level. Depends on what you understand. Depends on what you want to use. So when you see these levels, if you look at it, you will see that from the ground level is 0. You come to the ground floor, you see the height has increased 0.45. Then you come here, then you will see if you calculate 3.6 plus 0.5, it will give you um, 4.05. Then when you calculate 4.05 plus 1.5, it will give you 4.20. So you can see, the more you increase your level, the more the more you increase your level, the more the height increase. So that's it. We are done creating level. To the one I want to teach you, if you still have another level, you can create more. You can also want to create your door level, window level, and the rest. But in this case, I don't want to go too far. This level is okay. I can use the property to get the other measurement I want to get. With time, you will know the importance of this property and others. So the first level we are going to work on is the ground level. We also have the site. The site, if you go to the site, this site is always automatic, but we are not going to work on the site now. Later, after we work on the ground level, we can come back to the site and get our floor and the rest. For now, let's start with the ground level. So we are on the ground level. You have a bigger plan, maybe you feel that it cannot, this space is too small for it and you want to separate this camera, you can just right left click, select it. When you select it, you move, you move it, you can move it to any place you want to move it. You can also do this, the same thing. Move it to any place you want to move it. Just to give you space here to do whatever you want to do. So it is always advisable when you have created the level and everything, you save your work, but it has already automatically shown us how to save. I hope you saw how I save, but to save your work on Revit, you go to file. When you go to file, you say save as. It is when you have not saved it, but when you have saved and name it, you can always go to this save. So whatever that happens to your computer, as you work little, you go back to file, you save. It is always advisable to save whenever you are working. So the next thing now is to show you how to draw your wall. Select your wall. You go to architecture. You go to wall. When you click to this, you can see different type of wall. You see it. Structural wall, wall by face, and the rest. Look at structural wall. Look at architectural wall. If you click on architectural wall, you come down here. You also see different kind of wall. You see 200 mm. You see 200 mm field, 225 feet, 300. But in Nigeria, what we have is 150, which is a 150. What we have in Nigeria is 150. 150, which is mostly the 5 inches block. Then we have 6 inches block. We have 9 inches too. Okay. So I normally use 225 mm for my the outside block. Then when I want to demarcate inside, I use the 150. So so we will leave it at this. We will leave it at this generic wall, basic generic wall 200. Because you can also change the. You can also change it. Depends. But this is just what we will leave it for now. Then when you go here, when you go to wall, you go here. These are where you can change. You can change every other thing about the wall, the color, tiles, whatever you want to do. You can change it here. Both the size of the wall, you can change it here. So when we come here, it is very advisable when you come here, you duplicate it first. You duplicate it. Then here you can duplicate it and name it anything. Let's say this. I'm going to name it 225. 225 mm. I say outer 225 mm outer block. So I will always know it is the one I use for my outer block. Then you say okay. When you say okay, you come here. This is where you can change the materials. change the size and every other thing. Do you understand? And also with this wall, you can paint both inside and outside of the wall. You can tie both inside and outside of the wall. You can see this is highlighted. It's highlighted. You can also add when you add when you add this structure here this by category. Here is where you can change the paint, every other thing. Here is where you can change the thickness, that's the size of the block. Maybe you make it smaller or you make it bigger, then this layer above means inside, the color inside. Then this layer below is also means inside or outside. It depends. You can add. When you add, you will find out. you know so here, this category, you have come here. This category, you can come here. You know the kind of paint you want to use or ties you want to use for this wall. It depends on what you want to do. You understand? You can come here and change whatever you want to change. You see, you have clicked here. You can see so many. You see, you can also see bricks and the rest, but it depends on what you're doing anyway. So when you come here, as you can see this, when you come here, you can click here. Maybe if you look around and you see maybe the color you want is not here or whatever, it's not here. But first thing is advice is you just pick anything, anyone from here. You pick anyone from here and duplicate it. When you duplicate it, then you can come here and check for whatever you want. When you check for whatever you want, when you duplicate it and name it your own name, what you will use to understand the kind of word you want to use, you can come here, check for whatever you want, and replace the color here or replace the material or whatever. Do you understand me? So right now, let us now pick a material and change the material. Let me pick a material and change the material. Let's go to defaults. Defaults. I pick this. Then I go here. I'll duplicate material and assets. We duplicate. You see wall, outer wall, outer wall. You change it. You can see where I click. You change the material. You can change the material to anything. If you want to paint it without adding anything, you can change it here. You change the material to anything, wall paint or whatever. You change it to anything. You can see. You can also come here. If you don't see what you want here, you can also come here and check. All these are where you can come and check. So let me leave the wall at this color. I'm checking for wall. Or you leave, don't change the material. You can also leave the material. This is how it will appear. This is the appearance. No, you click here to use appearance. So this is the appearance. This material. I have a low battery. So let's select the wall. So you go to concrete, or you can go to this one too. This one too also have concrete to check. If you can't see the one that you want, the kind of concrete you want on this. So this concrete. You are not seeing a good concrete here. Why is it not showing? It's not showing anything. Now, let me just go to, let me click this. Let me go to this concrete. Just click to block. Then you go to block. What you do is double click it. When you double click it, it has automatically changed the material to the one you saved. Or you click here. When you click here, it will automatically change it. Then you remove this and go back. You can see this is how your wall will look like. This is how the wall will look like. You don't need to paint it. Then you say apply. Then okay. Then if you want to paint it, you can come here. This is where you will come and paint. You click here. Here now you can select other material. No, then you first of all go here. You go here. You change it because it is 250 we are using for outer. This is where you can change the size. 225 is what we are using for the outer wall. You change it here. 225. That's for the block. Then when you go here for the plastering, tiles and every other thing, when you go here, you say insert. You say insert it. It's either when you insert it, it's either you take it down or you take it up. It depends on what you want to do. So this is another category. But this you will name it finish. You name this one finish because it is about the plastering, the tiles, the color, the finish. And this is this size too. You can also this one too. You can also put 100. The plastering you can make it to be 50. 50, 30, 20, depends on how thick you want your plastering or your tiles to be. Then you come here, you change the material of your plastering and the color. You change it to the color you also need. You know, this is it. Let's come here. You can go here, click on this, duplicate it, outer wall color. You can go here, outer wall material, outer wall material. You can go here. Then duplicate using you duplicate it. You don't always. It's not advisable to name. You duplicate it before you start changing colors or the rest of the things. Then you go here. Let me see outer wall color. Depends on what you use to identify your material. The outer wall color. If you want to change the color, if you don't like the yellow, you can come here. You go to this, you go to paint, then you go to tiles. It depends on what you want. If you want to put tiles here, you can go to tiles. If you don't see what you desire here, you can also go to here. Then you go to paint again. Let's see. You can see there are so many paints here. so many paints. So you can just go to green, black, or anyone you want. Whichever one you want, click on it. If you can also make it your own color. If you see what you like, maybe you see what you like, you want to reduce the color, you want to increase the color. There are so many ways to do it. You go to paint. Let's go to paint. Outer wall. You will change the paint. You will automatically change the paint. You can come here. When you change the paint, you can come here. Do some changes. And the rest, then this. You can do some changes here if you want. But also the case. Graphic, see appearance. Okay. Go to appearance. You can reduce the color of your paint here. If you don't like it, you go here. You say okay. You say apply. You say okay. If something goes to inside this here is automatic finish. Finish one. Finish. You can see it. If you want to paint inside, this is outer wall color. Outer wall color. The outside. If you still want to paint inside of your wall, meaning inside your room or your house, you can also add. When you click here, you say insert. It inserts it here, but you can bring it down. You say down, you bring it down to this place, just to differentiate this. You can also change the color here, change the height of the plaster. That's if you want to do your interior designs, these are necessary. If you want to do both interior and exterior design, designing the wall, putting the colors of the wall while planning is very important. But if you just want to bring out your plan or bring out the external plan, the standard building just to show how it will look like, you don't need to start all this process. I'm just going deep. So here, the other one is finish 1 and 4. You can come here, you say finish 2, 5, you name it. Then you change the category here, the materials. You can come here again, click duplicate inner wall color, inner wall color. So Inner wall color is okay. Change it. Inner wall color. Put it white. Depending on the color you want, you change the color. Mhm. If you want to still change this, you go here, you go to graphic, you use render appearance. When you click to render appearance, if you don't click this, it means a change that happened here will never come to play. So you must stick to this. You must stick this, use render appearance. Then you go here. If you still want to change the color, still want to change the color, look at the color. Depending on what you want to change. So many colors are here. You can click here, make it darker or lesser, whichever one you play. Then it is done. Then say good. Then you can come here and put that 50 again. 05. That's 50. Here it should be 05. 05. No. So okay. You have created wall. You have created the outer wall. If you also want to create the demarcation wall, because it will look smaller, you go back here, you take your measurement, you take your plaster measurement or your height measurement, your finishing of the material measurement, you take it, use it. So here, this property, you're going to use this property to set the ground base constraint, which is the ground level where the wall will start. Then the base offset, which is 0, 0, 0 as it is ground level. Do you understand? But if you want it to go a little bit above the ground level, you can also put the measurements here. Do you understand? Then this wall, location line, this is wall. It shows which face you want it to show. Do you understand? That is what it will show you here. Then here you can use here this top line to set the measurement. It's either you set it to 3000. It means the height of the wall is going to be 3000. Sometimes we leave it or you just leave it like that. Do you understand? Or you set it to a certain level. If you put it to a certain level here too, it will also go to that level at the top. So that's it. So after setting all this, you can also preview. When you preview, it will show you another thing. Do you understand? So this is the wall. This is the wall. You understand me? It's okay. Now the wall that you created now will be on the floor. It will be here. You can see it. So when you come, you select the wall that you want. Now that's done. So you must click the wall here inside the camera. Let's click the wall and see how it looks. So you click it. If you want to see the 3D, look at it. You go up here, look at the 3D. Look at the 3D. You can see the 3D. It is not realistic. You can go back here and make it to be realistic. Realistic. You can see it is not realistic. You can see how it looks. This is the look. You can change the color. If you want to change the color, you can change the color. Just as I click on it now, you go back to here. You go back to here. You go edit. You click this finish. This material. If I want it to add a wall, if I want to change the color now, I click here. You see. Now let me go to something you can see. Apply. Okay. Okay. Apply. Okay. You can see it has changed. You see that the color of the wall have changed. If you still want to change the other side, you go here. You go to edit. You can see it is the outer wall color that changed. If you still want to change inside, you go here. You change it. Look at what is showing you. This is white. If you change it, color. I can go change it. Apply. Change. And see the color has come here. Okay. Apply. Okay. See that the wall have changed. The color of the wall have changed. This is what you are going to do. If you still want to change this wall, if you want to change it, if you want this color and this side to wrap the wall, you can also do it here. See it's showing don't wrap. You can also come here and say wrap. Wrap with a stereo. It's either or you say with both. You know. So okay. Okay. You click. See it. So this is it. So you can see this wall too. If I want to control the height of this wall, it started from the ground level, the ground level. So I want to put it to the first floor or the ground floor level. You can come here and select the level where you want it to be. If you want it to get to the slab, you put it there. If you want it to be only the ground floor level, you put it. If you want to use height to do it, you can also come here and put your height. Do you understand? You can also come here and put it at 3.6. 3.6. It will get to that 3.6. If you don't want to use that height, you can come here and put your level. Ceiling level, first floor slab, ground level, ground floor, ground level. So okay, this is level. This is ground floor deck level. I think is the best. Use it. Then you go back to your 3D. You can see that the height has reduced. The height has come back to normal. I hope I hope you have gotten this lesson. Maybe in the other lesson we will start up the proper plan. We have set the wall, the color, every other thing. Forget about the color. I'm just using this color as an example. You can put whatever color you want. You know the kind of you make your work attractive. But why I'm using this darker color is because I want you to be able to view it very well. So that's it. Thank you so much.